you'd get rid of me. You only have to spend football season with me, but here you are. You're so lucky you get me during the winter too. So no, I tell you what, should have a good game here tonight. Obviously, Western Dubuque comes in here ranked 10th in Class 4A. They're 6-3 overall, 3-2 in the WAMAC East. So a very tough test for West Delaware here tonight as they come in 2-8 overall and 0-5 in the WAMAC East. And I know Coach Conrad, they want to get that 0 off of that WAMAC East record, and an opportunity at home here tonight against Western Dubuque to do that.
Well, they do, and he wants to get off the schneid here a little bit, just get the girls to play a little more consistent of a contest. I talked to him during the JV contest, and he said it was kind of the highs and lows last Friday night down South Tama. He goes, man, they had so many opportunities in that first half, missed a lot of wide open shots in the paint area that he would hope that they'd be able to knock down a percentage of those shots. Trailed by 10 at halftime, came back and led by 1 going in the fourth quarter. So I had a great third quarter to emulate that third quarter and try to get and play with a little bit of that passion and consistently throughout more than just a quarter.
Well, and they only lost by 5 in that game, and that's the first game out of the Christmas break, which makes this the second. So still a lot of time in this second half, I think, to really try to turn things around like you mentioned. But, it's just the second game out for Western Dubuque out of the second half break, out of the holiday break. So it should be interesting to see how the teams come out here as, really still fresh out of that break.
Yeah, it is. Western Dubuque has done really well over the years here as they've won the last 10 games between these two teams. It's been a while since West Delaware can claim a victory in here. Over the last 24 meetings, the Hawks have only won 6. So Western Dubuque has dominated this thing here as of late, and the Hawks want to go through and try to make up for that, get a victory here on the home court. Western Dubuque's 2 losses in the WAMAC East. 1 point to Anamosa, who's tied for first, and 2 points to Mount Vernon, who's tied for first. So as a Western Dubuque fan, a huge game for them tonight.
Well, it certainly is. And, looking at, their last game Friday night against Marion, that's a very good Marion team. They lost 55-21, but they were without the services of their leading scorer, Lindsay Eimers, and I see she's not starting here tonight either. So, that's you put her in that game, and it could be a little bit different against Marion, but that's a very good Marion team that they played last Friday night. So they're also looking to turn things around here in the second half.
Yeah, they are, and it's going to be so important as to how this game can get started right off the bat. I talked to Coach Conrad, and he was just hoping that the girls would just come out and play a little more consistently than they've been playing. He goes, there's times when we look like we could be a pretty good team, and we're just lacking that consistency. So he's looking for some of that tonight. Western Dubuque, they just want to get over that hump. They've lost a couple close games, and you know as well as I do in a close game like that, one spot in a contest, making a free throw here or not giving up a layup there, or so many different things. So they're just going to want to work on some things here tonight. As they're introducing the starting lineups here tonight, we'll take a quick break. Be back after the national anthem with West Delaware girls basketball on KMCH.
High-Tech Communications is your local service provider for telephone systems, fire detection, audio-video, security and surveillance systems, wiring, and more. High-Tech has decades of experience in the industry. Contact High-Tech at 563-927-4936, online at hightechcommunications.us. High-Tech Communications, changing your world with technology.
Are you looking for great food and a unique atmosphere? Then make Okoboji Grill your next lunch or dinner destination, or enjoy 2-for-1 happy hour every Monday through Thursday from 4 until 6 p.m. That's Okoboji Grill, 1749 Golf Course Boulevard in Independence. Okoboji Grill, where good friends meet.
When selecting the right tire for your vehicle, you want choice. Bobin Tire and Automotive Service in Manchester gives you choice with the top tire brands available today. For the tire choice you want and the service your vehicle needs, see Bobin Tire and Automotive in Manchester. Open Saturdays for your convenience.
Hey KMCH listeners, GMB is proud to support our area athletes and help bring the sport to you. The GMB Bank team reminds you whatever your financial goals, we're here to help you reach them. Stop by our Manchester location or visit us online at gnbbank.com. Member FDIC.
Going above and beyond is a standard of care at Above and Beyond Home Health and Hospice Care. Their compassionate staff care deeply about the comfort of their patients. A nurse is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Above and Beyond Healthcare, the more they care, the more beautiful life becomes. Proudly serving Jones, Jackson, Johnson, Lynn, Clayton, and Delaware counties.
At Dubuque Community Credit Union, we know debt happens. A debt checkup from Dubuque ensures it's not costing you more than it should. With historic low interest rates, now is the time to bring your loans to Dubuque. Contact us at 563-927-6187 or visit dubuque.com.
The Manchester Press is your community newspaper. Check out the sports section for game stats and photos of area players and game highlights. The Manchester Press, serving the area for over 130 years.
And back in Seedorf Gymnasium here at West Delaware High School. West Delaware girls basketball home here tonight against the Western Dubuque Bobcats. Starting lineups for the Western Dubuque Bobcats, they're going to start a 5'6" junior Emma Baumhover, a 5'7" senior Chloe Bumgartner, a 5'5" senior Peyton Kirkbrick, a 5'10" junior Carly Fagan, and a 6' senior Mackenzie Maas. And their head coach is Amy Ostwinkle. And Amy is an 01 grad of Maquoketa Valley, 05 grad of UNI, and it's her 10th year at Western Dubuque. For the West Delaware Hawks, they are going to start a 5'7" senior Abby McGrain, 5'10" senior Kendra Offerman, 5'9" senior Brooke O'Connell, 5'10" senior Lauren Collier, and a 5'11" sophomore Macy Kleitch. Head coach Rod Conrad, his third year at West Delaware, 12th overall, a 79 grad of East Buchanan. Officials tonight, Doug Dabrowski going to throw the ball up for the jump ball, along with Tib Eveling and Jeff Niehaus. And we are underway, and Western Dubuque controls the tap. Ball getting knocked around, and Brooke O'Connell goes in and forces the tie ball, so it'll be turnover on Western Dubuque. First 7 seconds of the game, so nice defense that first possession there for the Hawks, forcing a turnover. Bobcats going on a 1-2-2, three-quarter court press here, trying to force the turnover back. Hawks having a little hard time trying to get that ball across half court. Finally get it across there. O'Connell passes to Collier. Going into a man defense here now, as they finally point out each girl who they have, and an errant pass underneath by McGrain, picked off by Kirkbrick. Kirkbrick brings the ball down court, finds Carly Fagan, all the way over across court, but literally picked off almost by Macy Kleitch, just recovered there by Emma Baumhofer. So they'll start with the ball out, pass over the right side, look inside, nothing there, back out top of the key. Hawks in a 1-3-1 zone, looks like it's kind of switching into a 2-3 every once in a while, trying to cover up that paint area there to allow Mackenzie Maas to control that. So doing a good job trying to deny her the basketball. They keep the ball passing around top of the key over to the left side now. Nothing in the middle, so now we're to the right key.
Yeah, good ball movement early on here by the Bobcats, and almost picked off down there by Macy Kleitch, but real good ball movement early on here by the Bobcats.
There's a three-pointer on the way by Kirkbrick. No good. Rebounded by Offerman. And she gets the ball down court to McGrain, and she'll bring it back out and set it up to O'Connell at the top of the key. Drives down the left side, got cut off, so she passes out to the left wing. Kleitch with the basketball. Now to McGrain is top. Nice cut underneath to Kleitch, but she kind of stopped, held up, and then passes back out. Being pressured there, O'Connell with the ball back out the top of the key. Looks inside, pass over to Kleitch on the left wing. Looks inside, now pass down the middle lane. Nice cut there by McGrain. Puts it off the glass and in for two.
Yeah, and great job there by Macy Kleitch getting the assist there. As she did a great job. She saw McGrain cut into the net and to the rim and did a great job of finding her right away. And, putting a little pressure on them here as they get another turnover. So good start early on here for the Hawks.
Yeah, they did. They did a nice job of spreading out that middle and leaving it wide open. And McGrain cut down there. Nice, easy 2 points. Second turnover on the Bobcats now. Pass inbounds to O'Connell. Now they put their own pressure back on. Lauren Collier with the ball. Pass over to O'Connell or to Abby McGrain. Kleitch with the basketball down underneath to Lauren Collier off the glass and in. Going to draw the foul on Carly Fagan, and she's going to go to the line for the old-fashioned three-point play. So a good look there by the Hawk offense. Not dribbling a lot, passing, and the passing can get you open. So good job here right off in the first 2.5 minutes of this first quarter. Number 1, Lindsay Eimers, leading scorer for the Bobcats, comes in now as Kirkbrick will take a break on the bench. Collier's free throw is good, so the Hawks take an early 5-0 lead here. 5:40 to go here in the first quarter. Hawks put on their own full quarter press. Again, and the turnover, third turnover in a row by the Bobcats. And O'Connell will bring the ball across half court as Bobcats will settle back and play their man-to-man defense. Again, their Hawks are trying to leave that middle of that paint area open, see if they can find somebody in there. Collier in there, but the ball knocked away. Turnover on the Hawks. Eimers with the basketball, brings across half court. Pass over on the right side to Fagan. Now on the baseline, there's a three-pointer by Baumhofer. No good. Rebounded on the backside, and on the pass outside, McGrain steals it. Gets across half court, and then picks up her dribble, and they'll set up the offense.
Good job early on by the Hawks. Fourth turnover of this first quarter. So playing very well defensively, and a lot of it's that pressure that they've been able to put on here.
They're getting a nice job there as Allison Collier goes off the screen and goes up for a shot blocked out of bounds. And the Hawks will have the ball out underneath their own bucket. So Collier looking to throw it in now. Inbounds to Offerman, off the glass, no good. Rebounded by the Bobcats. Hawks still with a 5-0 lead, and Lindsey Eimers will bring the ball across half court. Hawks now settling into that 2-3 zone and really trying to keep Moss from that paint area from getting the basketball. Carly Fagan drives in, gets kind of tripped up a little bit, loses the balance, going to get called for traveling. Another turnover on the Bobcats.
Yeah, and the Hawks did a good job once she got that. They kind of left her wide open there. She's just outside the zone there, but did a great job of closing in and really making her, she tried taking off, but like you said, unable to really get her footing and tripped over and got the traveling call.
The Hawks did a nice job of passing the ball through that zone pressure defense there by the Bobcats. Get it across now. We'll set up the offense. Collier with the basketball at the elbow. Now back out to the left wing. Inside, Collier wide open off the glass and in. Came off a nice screen on the baseline by Clyde. So a quick 7-0 lead here by the Hawks.
Yeah, and five of those points have come from Lauren Collier here. So great job by her to start the game.
So Bobcats with the basketball at the top of the key. Fagan thought about pulling the trigger, but then figured maybe she better not. Eimers drives that baseline. Now pass into the paint area. Shot by Fagan, no good. Rebounded by Moss. No good. And then Kleitz grabs the rebound, and she gets called for traveling. So a couple of missed shots. And as the Hawks got the defensive rebound, they got called for traveling. So a 30-second timeout being called by the Hawks, I believe. And with the 30-second timeout, we'll keep it right here. No, it's called by Western Dubuque, called the timeout. As Amy Oswald trying to calm down her team is down 7-0 here. Haven't made a shot. Got more turnovers than they do even shot attempts here so far. So Hawks doing a nice job early defensively.
They really are. And you changing up the defense a little bit, kind of keeping off Western Dubuque off balance a little bit. And like you said, it's worked. 5 turnovers early on in this game. And like you said, Coach Oswinkle just trying to taking that timeout to try to calm the troops down a little bit as we come out of it here. 3:42 left to go in this first quarter.
Jenna Birds in also for the Bobcats. Mia Payton in now for the Hawks during that timeout. And Birds with the drive off the left wing, partially blocked, rebounded by Kleitz. Almost threw it away, and unfortunately for the Hawks, Allison Collier was right there behind her and picked up the ball, so the Hawks bring the ball across half court. They'll set up offense. Allison Collier with the ball on the left wing, looks underneath. Pass wasn't there, so she passed it all over on the side. Now on the right side, Lauren Collier. Now on the left wing, Macy Kleitz with the 3-ball shot up. No good, up over the back of the backboard. It'll be Bobcat basketball. Kendra Offerman reporting back in for the Hawks as Macy Kleitz will take a break. Now the Hawks going to put on a little 2-1-2 zone pressure of their own, see if they can continue the turnovers here. Lindsey Eimers just going to dribble across, and then as he's getting about ready to double team, she passes up so they break the press easily. Kerprick with the basketball, pass back out the top key to Eimers. Hawks sitting back in that 2-3 zone. Now offense switched up by Western Dubuque now. They're running a double post offense top the key there. Wide open shot by Birds now behind the 3-point line. No good. Ball being tipped around. Going to go off of Peyton Kerprick out of bounds. It'll be West Delaware basketball. Western Dubuque really unable to get probably a good, what Coach Oswinkle would think, a good offensive set here so far. trailing 7-0 here, 2:40 left here in the first quarter. Mia Payton with the basketball, brings it across over to the left side, knocked right back to her, passes it over on the right side now. Now back to the left. Nothing really there, so bringing it back out to the top of the key. Bobcats switch defense now, 1-3-1 zone. Rebound on the backside by the Hawks. And Allison Collier gets the ball knocked around a little bit. She puts it off the glass, and then Hawks now with a 9-0 lead. The Hawks have just done a tremendous job running the offense here so far. Bobcats, Eimers dribbles right down the middle against the 2-3 zone. You just can't allow that to happen, and she makes a nice little runner down the paint for the first bucket at the 2-minute mark here in the first quarter. 9-2, the Hawk lead.
And yeah, 9-0 run for the Hawks to start this game with only 2 minutes left to go in this first quarter. So, you know, that's what you like to do. You like to get a couple of these little runs here and really put the pressure on Western Dubuque.
There, an errant pass knocked away. Bobcats picked it up, turnover on the Hawks. And you don't want to see them get out and run like they did right there. Carly Fagan with the shot, no good, but she tips it back to a teammate. Knocked away and picked up by the Hawks. Timeout being coached. Head Rod Conrad come over there and called timeout. I think maybe he saw a turnover happen and the ball's getting just a little out of control. So he'll call a 30-second timeout. 1:26 to go here in the first quarter. Hawks with a 9-2 lead. So the Hawks so far, you couldn't have scripted this any better for them to come out and play the type of defense that they're playing, and that's kind of what we were talking about in the JV game. He wants to see them come out. You know, now they played a good quarter. Almost we got about a minute to go. And being able to do more than a minute and see if they can continue that into the second quarter.
Yeah, and it's a game of, you know, it's a game of momentum. And you know, right now the Hawks starting off with a 9-0 run. That's a good little burst of momentum. And like you said, he calling the timeout there. He could see something bad happening there. So like you said, try to finish out this minute 26 of this first quarter and you know, build on that lead a little bit.
Yeah, Hawks now with Offerman, Payton, McGrain, Kleitch, and Allison Collier, the 5 in there for the Hawks. Mia Payton dribbles the ball across half court. Set up now. Now Western Dubuque in a 2-3 zone. So this is the third different defense they've pulled here in the first quarter. O'Connell with the drive right down the middle, goes up for the shot, gets fouled, circle the line and shoot 2. And there again, you're not supposed to be able to dribble down the middle on that 2-3 zone. So good job by O'Connell.
And that foul there is going to be
number 20. Chloe Baumgartner, that's her first, team second. First free throw by O'Connell. She makes it. And O'Connell, just a 46% free throw shooter on the year, 13 out of 28. She makes her first one. Hawks now with a 10-2 lead. Second free throw on its way. Off the iron to the side, rebounded by Moss. And the Bobcats are on the run down the court. Hawks sitting back again in that 2-3 zone. Bobcats trying to overload on that left side. A couple girls down on that baseline to see if they can get a backdoor cut. There it is. Corporate looking down underneath. Pass down to Miles. Puts the shot up. No good, but she's going to go to the line and shoot 2. Hawks are going to draw their first foul tonight. That's going to go on Payton. 54. Mia Payton down underneath there in the paint area there. Trying to block the shot of the center on the Bobcats. Moss goes to the free throw line. First one is good. Mackenzie Moss, a 58% free throw shooter on the year, 14 out of 24 on the year. So Lauren Collier reports back in now. 10-3 the score, 50 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Second free throw by Moss, nothing but net. 10-4 the score. Again, the Bobcats putting on a 2-2-1 zone pressure this time. They get it, do a nice job of passing the ball across that zone defense. So good job there. Good scouting and pregame there. They get ready to be able to beat that press, and they're executing it really well here so far tonight.
Well, and we saw that a lot in that JV game, a lot of press, and the Hawks, and both Hawks and Bobcats struggled to get it across half court. So good job by the Hawks to get it up there.
Pass almost knocked away. It's Kleitch with it now on the left wing. Looks underneath. Lob pass underneath the Lauren Collier. She turns around, and she's trying to go up with it. Gets tied up by Chloe Baumgartner, and the possession arrow is going to go to Western Dubuque, so that'll be a turnover on the Hawks. 16 seconds to go. And the Hawks put on a three-quarter court pressure. But they immediately get right down the court. Shot from the top of the key. No good as she misses everything there. That time the shot by Emma Baumhover. So 6 seconds to go here. Hawks will take the ball out of bounds with a 10-4 lead here. Lauren Connor will throw it into Brooke O'Connell. Dribble over to Abby McGrain. She goes across half court. And O'Connell's going to let one lie. Whoa! That's about a 45-footer there by Brooke O'Connell. Just right on the W above the WD at center court. And nothing but net. So, wow, what a three-point play by Brooke O'Connell right there at the end of the first quarter. Hawks take a 13-4 lead. And we'll be back with the second quarter here on KMCH.
You may not wear glasses or contacts, but how do you know if you're seeing your best or if your eyes are healthy? Why not be proactive and get your eyes examined? Dr. Daniel E. Mersch and his professional staff at Manchester Family Vision can help. Call 563-927-3682 to schedule an appointment. Manchester Family Vision Center wishes all the local sports teams best of luck this season. Manchester Family Vision Center on West Main, where clear vision begins with healthy eyes.
Just like you take pride in your vehicle, we take pride in the service work we provide. This is John from Georgian Auto in Manchester. Whether it's routine maintenance or major repairs, we'll take care of your car and get it back on the road. Georgian Auto in Manchester, where complete automotive service and repair is our complete focus.
Contact me, Chad Frazier, at BC Land Services in Earlville for all your maintenance projects such as tree removal and trimming, small dirt work projects, lawn seeding, and more. BC Land Services is fully insured and licensed. Contact me at 563-590-8074 or on Facebook. And best of luck to all area athletes and coaches.
And back inside Seedorf Gymnasium here at West Delaware High School. Crowd came to their feet at the end of the first quarter there on that just almost half quarter by Brooke O'Connell. Gets nothing but net. And as we said, you called it, you said you could kind of tell after she shot it looked good all the way, and she did. So a big 9-point lead for the Hawks ties the biggest lead of the game. O'Connell with the basketball now on the left wing. Three-pointer on the way by Offerman off the front of the iron. No good. Rebounded by Lindsay Eimers, and she'll dribble it across half court. And get something set up here for the Hawks. Didn't get into their zone defense. Abby McGrain kind of didn't know where she's supposed to go, and Eimers pulled it up, and she pops in a three-pointer of her own. 13-7. And for Eimers, that's her 19th three-pointer of the year. She's a 53% three-point shooter, so don't leave her wide open. She can hurt you.
And it's her 5th point of the game, so she's got 5 of the Bobcats' 7 points early on. Like you said, leading scorer on the team, so she's one of those you don't want to get out of your zone when you're covering her.
And did not start the game. So there's turnover by the Hawks. Pass knocked away, picked up by Fagan. So Hawks, just 5 turnovers that first quarter. Bobcats was 7. So tremendous first quarter for the Hawks with that 9-point lead, but got to keep that up here in the second quarter. Hawks in that 2-3 zone again. Bobcats passing the ball out beyond the three-point line, trying to find an entry pass in there for Moss at the elbow, or else Fagan running that baseline and not being able to do that so far. They've done a nice job of keeping that ball away from Moss so far. They're pace down the baseline to Fagan, pass back out, and then a dribble right down the middle. That by Emma Baumhover. There again, that's part of what that zone does is you're not supposed to be able to drive into that paint area there. But now Western Dubuque with a 5-0 lead or run here in the beginning of the second quarter. Hawks with a 13-9 lead, 6:10 to go here in the first half. Pass on the baseline over now on the left wing to Kendra Offerman, and she sinks the 15-footer, 15-9. The 6-point Hawk lead, 6 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Ball's almost knocked away by the Hawks, picked up by Offerman, and then she steals the basketball. So turnover on West Delaware. O'Connell with the basketball over to McGrain. Looks inside, nothing really there. Passes it back outside to the top. And Western Dubuque back in that 2-3 zone. Now McGrain with a three-pointer. Oh, it bounced up and then hit the top of the basket, then came down and bounced a couple times and finally went in. But the referee outside, Tim Eberling, says, nah, you can't hit the top of the basket like that. That's out of play. Coach Rod Conrad is trying to lobby for it. He says, yeah, but that's the best shot of the night right there. Eberling's just smiling and says, yeah, that can't count that.
And, That's what you got to do.
You got to try.
You got to try.
You got to try. That's
you got to try,
coach.
But
yeah.
I tell you what, great answer there by the Hawks and Kendra Offerman on that last three-pointer. You know, just answering the three-pointer by Eimers earlier. So that's huge for the Hawks early on, not letting Western Dubuque come back to it.
Their Eimers drives down in the middle of the lane again. The shot just short off the front of the iron. Ball's knocked around, out of bounds off the Bobcats. It'll be West Delaware Hawk basketball. Mia Payton comes back in as O'Connell will take a break. Lauren Collier throws it into Payton, and she'll dribble it up across half court. And a pass way over the head, out of bounds, turnover on the Hawks. I'm not sure if she thought the girl was going to break to the basket or what, but an errant pass on the Hawks. 5:05 to go in the first half. Hawks with a 16-9 lead here. They have led throughout the contest. Bobcats trying to get that ball across half court. Corford finally gets it across to Fagan. She looks to Eimers. Now pass over on the side. Again, nothing out there, so we'll take it out top of the key, and Eimers says, let's set it up. So pass over in the wing, now on the baseline. Now they found a wide open girl, drives down the left side of the lane, shot up, no good. Got by Jenna Birds. And then that shot off the glass and in. Carly Fagan with the bucket. 16-11 the score now. Kleitz with the basketball, and she tries to pass it across half court, knocked out of bounds. It'll be Hawk basketball just across half court over in the area of where the West Delaware student section is. Lauren Collier with the basketball, throw it in the back court to Allison Collier. She'll bring it across half court. And now the Bobcats switching defense again, now into a man-to-man defense. So the Hawks have got to constantly remember what defense they've got to go against here. And then as Offerman's driving the left side of the baseline, gets a pushing foul. That's going to be called on number 22, Jenna Birds. That'll be her first, team's third. So this is probably, it might be one of the first girls' games I've ever seen where we're halfway through the second quarter. Hawks only have one foul, and the opposing team only has three. Not many fouls called here so far. Here's the shot off the glass by Offerman on the inbounds pass. Just rattles her out, no good. Rebounded by the Bobcats. Eimers with the ball, pass over the left wing to Corford. Drives the baseline, cut off there very nicely by the Hawks. Tries to pass it out front. Mia Payton steps in front of that for the passing lane and steals it. And then Lindsay Eimers goes and steals it right back. So back-to-back turnovers. And Eimers brings the ball across half court. Again, nobody stops her. Drive, stops at the free throw line. Shot up, no good. Rebounded by Allison Collier. Pass over to Payton, and she'll bring the ball across half court. Now slow it down and set things up. Again, pass inside to Allison Collier. Ball is down low, and you can't throw that pass there. That's right where the girls can reach in. And Jenna Birds reaches in, draws the tie up, and it'll be Western Dubuque basketball turnover Hawks.
Yeah, and you know, like you said, the Hawks were trying. You thought maybe they were going to try to slow it down, set something up, but tried going right inside, like you mentioned. And you know, I think they'd have been better off setting something up there and not quickly trying to go right back inside. And like you said, kind of a bad pass with the covered or her being covered down there.
Yeah, threw it right into a double team, and that's usually not good. And the Bobcats with the basketball now. Number 11, Jenna Fiedler out there now, along with Emma Baumholber, at the top. Fiedler with the basketball now, back out top of the key. Down on the baseline, that was Baumgartner, shot at the top of the key, three-pointer, no good, rebounded by Brooke O'Connell. And then she tries to clear herself out, going to get tied up by Mackenzie Moss. Possession arrow favors the Hawks, so they'll have the ball out of bounds. Gives the Bobcats the opportunity to set up a full-court man press this time. First time they've been into that defense. Allison Collier, a couple dribbles, picks it up, stops, passes over to Brooke O'Connell. And she dribbles up and then passes off, and Collier brings it across half court. O'Connell with the basketball pass at the free throw line to McGrain. Driving down the right side of the lane. Again, Moss reaches in, ties her up. The turnover as the possession arrow is going to favor the Bobcats. So Hawks not protecting that basketball in that paint area probably as good as it. They've getting tied up a few times and getting a few turnovers there. So got to take better possession of that basketball.
And the Hawks right now have had 5 turnovers in each quarter so far, and we've still got 2.5 minutes left of this second. So like you said, got to take better care of the basketball, better passes when they're on offense.
Fiedler with the basketball now, top key, looks on the right wing, tries to find on the baseline, nothing really there. So Birds passes it back out. Fiedler with the ball now over the baseline to Kerfrick, almost threw it back away. Now drive the baseline on the other side, pass out top of the key. Again, trying to get a wide open shot, and there's one by Fiedler from beyond the left wing, and she gets a three-pointer. 16-14. Bobcats now only trail by 2. Hawks get the ball across half court really quickly. Allison Collier with the basketball, picks it up, passes out to Brooke O'Connell, looks underneath. Lob pass underneath, gets away from Collier. Another turnover on the Hawks. Bobcats across half court quickly. Birds brings it across. Looks inside on that left wing. Bump over with the basketball. Looks inside. They're really doing a nice job of denying Moss the basketball, but there's a shot there by Baumgartner. No good. Rebounded by the Hawks. Knocked out of bounds by Moss, and it'll be West Delaware basketball. Kleitch comes back in. Eva Wynn also comes in for the Hawks. And again, the Bobcats put on the full court man-to-man defense here. Pass inbounds to McGrain. She gives a little head fake and then dribbles. Picks the ball up, tries to pass backwards, and stolen away. Another too much dribbling against that. They did a nice job of passing. That time they dribbled and forced a turnover. So Bobcats looking to tie this ball game up for the first time since the beginning of the game as they trail 16-14 here, a minute 10 to go in the first half. Dribble down the left side of the lane. Now Carly Fagan with the shot out from the left wing. Rebound picked up by Brooke O'Connell as she was going to get triple teamed. Alertly throws it off the leg of Jenna Birds out of bounds. It'll be Hawks basketball.
It'll be good to see the Hawks here in this last minute try to gain that lead a little bit here. As you know, went from a 9-point lead at the end of the first quarter to now we've got a 2-point ball game. So the Hawks got to get going.
There's a pass down the court there as Brooke O'Connell breaks all the way down the length of the court. Lauren Collier sees it, throws it down there, and O'Connell gets one off the glass. So there's how you beat that full court pressure sometimes. It's just throw it the length of the court.
Well, softball throw there by Lauren Collier, and I tell you what, great job.
Two seniors took advantage.
And great awareness by Lauren to see that Brooke had gone down the court. So nice job by her. Now we're going to get a turnover.
Yeah, Carly Fagan tries to drive down the middle lane, and she does. Defense collapses on her. And she tries to pass on the baseline, but her girl left to go to get an offensive rebound possession and pass out of bounds. Be Hawk basketball. Inbounds to Macy Kleitch. 30 seconds to go here. Pass is almost thrown away, but O'Connell picks it up. Now throws over to Bailey Beckman, who just reported in. Back over to O'Connell. 20 seconds to go here in the first half. Kleitch with the basketball, brings it back out towards the top. Now pass to Bailey Beckman. Lauren Collier with the ball. 14 seconds to go. Trying to get something set up. The middle wide open if somebody wants to cut in there. Lauren Collier dribbles down in there. Pass off to the side. Shot up. No good. Rebounded on the backside by the Bobcats. They let a half-quarter fly. No good. And we are at the half. West Delaware 18, Western Dubuque 14. So we'll take a timeout. We'll be back with our analysis of the first half, some quick stats. And the Hawks take an 18-14 lead into halftime. You're listening to West Delaware Hawk basketball on KMCH.
Since 1995, Edgewood Feed Mill Construction has provided customers with a quality, pre-engineered building package for their swine facility needs. Edgewood Feed Mill Construction is a general contractor and will assist you with the construction of your livestock facility, start to finish. For more information on Edgewood Feed Mill Construction, contact Steve Harris at 563-920-7835.
This is Fred Smock from Dunlap Motors and Independence with Chevy, Buick, and certified pre-owned Chevy, Buick, and GMC, and nearly 300 new and used cars and trucks in stock. We have big town inventory with small town service. Go to DunlapMotorsIndy.com.
At Precision Collision, we are committed to providing you with high quality auto body repair and paint refinishing. Our expertly trained technicians can repair all accidental damage and get you back on the road in no time. Come visit me, Jeff, for a free estimate. We are located along Highway 20 at the Delaware turnoff. Precision Collision, one call does it all, quality guaranteed.
For the best selection of Chevy, Buick, and GMCs in the area, see Bob Stephen Motors in Manchester. We offer straightforward pricing and carry a low overhead, so we can pass those savings on to you. We also take care of you after the sale and offer a state-of-the-art service department with ASE trained technicians. For a full list of our inventory, visit us on the web at bobstephenmotors.com.
When it comes to financial planning, most financial companies focus on your income. At Northwestern Mutual, we focus on your outcome. It takes the right financial partner who cares as much about your future as you do, building a financial plan to meet your life's priorities and helping you achieve the financial security you're after. Focus on your financial outcome with Northwestern Mutual. Contact me, Mitch Payton, or Matt Schulte today. You and Northwestern Mutual, stronger together.
American Trust and Savings Bank wishes all area athletes and coaching staff continued success. American Trust and Savings Bank with locations in Dyersville, Farley, Dubuque, and Des Moines. Simply better banking. Check them out at americantrust.com. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Sight and good vision is very easy to take for granted until it is taken away. Advanced Eye Care Associates of Eastern Iowa is here to help you.
Advanced Eye Care Associates of Eastern Iowa, located at 225 West Main Street in Manchester and 1113 West 3rd Street in Vinton. For fan food, not fast food, visit your after-the-game headquarters, Manchester Dairy Queen. It's quick, it's easy, your family will love it. Manchester Dairy Queen.
Your family.
It's no secret that people come to Fairway in Manchester for their famous meats, but as you dash back to the counter to pick up your USDA choice ribeyes, don't be surprised if you find yourself lingering among the delicious fruits and vegetables in the produce department. Shop Fairway in Manchester for low prices and all your grocery needs.
Head to Fireside Pub and Steakhouse before or after the game or anytime, featuring steaks, seafood, pasta, sandwiches, and even fresh-made pizza. They say it's the best around. Visit them on the web at firesidemanchester.com for a full menu and special offers.
This is Phil from Gateway Appliance in Manchester. When you need service, call us. If it's time for a new appliance, we have the selection you're looking for. Gateway Appliance Sales and Service, 111 West Main Street in Manchester. Or find us online at gateway.biz. That's G, the number 8, WAY.biz, and on Facebook.
Newhouse Construction and Concrete is proud to support all our area athletes. Give Phil a call at 927-5178 for your commercial, ag, or residential projects, or visit newhouseconstruction.com. Newhouse Construction and Concrete turns design into reality.
Eastern Iowa's variety station, Mix 94.7 KMCH.
Anderson is the leader in doors and windows. They set the bar high with high-performing, dependable, energy-efficient products for your renovation and building projects. Contact your local vendor, Delhi Lumber, at 922-2404 for all of your window needs. Delhi Lumber, your authorized Anderson Windows dealer, big-town quality with small-town service.
This is Dr. Tim Collier from Dental Associates of Manchester. We take pride in the environment we provide our patients with a caring attitude and unsurpassed comfort. For the kind, compassionate, and competent dental care you deserve, call us at 927-GRIN. Dental Associates of Manchester, creating healthy smiles for life.
Jay's Auto Supercenter in Manchester has quality pre-owned vehicles, great financing options, a full-service department, body shop, and detail department. See their full line of vehicles online at jsautosales.net. That's Jay's Auto. Customer satisfaction is their #1 priority.
Jay's Auto.
Mix 94.7 KMCH.
Hi, this is Jamie Vasky at Don & Walt LLC, your independent Lennox dealer in Manchester, encouraging you to plan ahead. Have us check your heating or air conditioning unit before you need it. For residential or commercial plumbing and heating needs and top quality Lennox furnaces and heating units, see Don & Walt LLC on East Main Street in Manchester, or give us a call at 927-2232.
Family fun and great food await you at Lightning Lanes Family Center and Captain and Tennille's Sports Bar. Come out for a fun night of bowling or watch the big game on their 10-foot HD big screen. And of course, great food and your favorite beverages. Lightning Lanes Family Center and Captain and Tennille's Sports Bar on East Main in Manchester.
Farmers Savings Bank proudly supports all area athletes and their coaching staff. For all your banking needs, visit them in Colesburg, Elkport Garber, Strawberry Point, Arlington, and Aurora, or online at farmersavingsbank.com. Member FDIC.
And back inside Seedorf Gymnasium here at West Delaware High School. Halftime here with the West Delaware girls 18, Western Dubuque Bobcats 14. Hawks have led throughout the contest, jumped off to an early 7-0 lead, and just kind of kept things going. Led 13-4 at the end of the first quarter, and then got outscored in that second quarter, but still with the 4-point lead at halftime. Other scores here quick tonight. North Lynn girls continue their winning easily ways with a 99-23 win over Calumet Wheatland. Grace Flanagan, a Tri-Rivers Conference record 10 3-pointers tonight. as the team made a record 20 3-pointers tonight. So congratulations to Coach Wheatley and the Northland Lynx girls team. The West Delaware boys lead at halftime over at Epworth here tonight, 33-23. So Hawks with the lead over there in the boys contest. We'll try to keep you updated on that one. And Jamie, 18-14 lead here for the girls. The old basketball pro, tell me what you saw, what you got here for some stats.
Well, I tell you what, you talk about that run that the Hawks had early on. Got out 7-0, and then came back, and I think they had their biggest lead of 9 twice, and that's huge. And so it really allows you that run that Western Dubuque had in that second quarter. That lead that the Hawks got in the first quarter was huge for them to, kind of hang on to that lead right at halftime, and got that late bucket by Brooke O'Connell to go up 4 points. So need to come out and start like they did in the first quarter when we come out here to start the third. Some stats for the Hawks. Leading scorer for the Hawks is Brooke O'Connell. She has 6 points. Lauren Collier right behind her with 5. The Hawks are 5 for 10. 5 for 10, excuse me, and then 2 for 4 from the 3-point line. So a nice job there by the Hawks early in that first half. Leading scorer for Western Dubuque in that first half was Lindsay Eimer. She has 5. Right behind her is Jenna Fiedler with 3. So they're kind of splitting up their points a little bit as they've got 3 girls with 2 points as they're 3 for 12 from the field and 2 for 7 from three-point range. So trying to get that going, but just 2 free throws for the Bobcats. And like you said, the fouls by the Hawks in that first half was pretty impressive. The low number of fouls that the Hawks had, not putting the Bobcats at the line was huge. So I'd like to see them come out here in the second half and really get out to a good start like they did in that first half.
Well, they played such a good first half of basketball. Western Dubuque switched defenses up to 3 different defenses. They were in a 2-3 zone. They went into a 1-3-1 zone trying to keep the Hawks from getting the ball in the paint area. They went to a man. They went to some full court pressure. So they've done some different things, to try to stop the Hawks down a little bit. But defensively, the Hawks have sat back in that 2-3 zone and done a nice job. They've just not allowed Fagan and Moss, as number 2 and 3 leading scorers. I don't think either one of them have any points here.
Moss has the 2 free throws.
Moss has 2 free throws, but she's averaging 8.7 a contest. Fagan averaging 10.4, so about 19 points a contest. So they've done a tremendous job bottling up 2 of their 3 leading scorers. So what Coach Conrad was talking about in the pregame is we just got to play more consistent basketball longer. So we'll see if they can continue that here in the second half.
Well, you talked about the change in defense that Western Dubuque has had. I think the Hawks only changed the once. They were kind of in that 1-3-1 the one time, but I think once Coach Conrad realized they were giving them such troubles in that 2-3 that they were going to stick with it, and they've done a good job of that. So see what the Hawks do defensively in the second half. Is I think you stick with that as long as you can, because they've done a good job, like you mentioned, bottling up Fagan and Moss. And Eimers, her big 3, she was left wide open, and that was a little miscommunication by the Hawks on defense. So really done a great job defensively in this game.
Yeah, they did a nice job here. And we got about 20 seconds to go here before we get the third quarter underway, and the Hawks will start off with the basketball going left to right here in front of us, and we'll see what they bring back out for starters. Western Dubuque is going to come back out with about the 5 that ended at Moss, Fagan, Eimers, Fiedler, and Baumhover. For the Hawks, they're going to have McGreen, Kleitch, Offerman, Lauren Collier, and Brooke O'Connell starting 5 for the Hawks here. And the Hawks will have the ball inbounds. And again, Bobcats going to come out now with a man-to-man defense here and see if they can put on a little more pressure and create some turnovers for the Hawks. So see how good it is. A nice pass inbounds there. And Abby McGreen throws up a little hook shot. She kind of lost her balance here a little bit. And on the rebound, Lauren Collier is going to get called for over the back trying to get that rebound. So Aaron shot as McGreen kind of lost her balance there a little bit. And 7:45 to go. That's Collier's first foul, first team foul here in the second half. Hawks putting on a 2-2-1 zone pressure here. And as Eimers just brings the ball across half court, they kind of fall back, but now they trap her at half court, but they allow her to get away. Fiedler with the basketball throws it back out, but almost a turnover, but Eimers chases it down. Baumhover comes back out. She gets it. She looks underneath now. Moss now running that baseline. She's been out at the elbow area, so kind of changing her offense a little bit. Fagan now up at the elbow. So Fagan and Moss kind of flip-flopping where they're running the offense the first half, as the Hawks doing a nice job of keeping the ball away from them so far here in this contest. Bob over with the basketball, pass over to Fiedler, getting the start here in the second half after making that three-pointer. Right about the same spot down there she was over on the other side where she made the one three-pointer here in the first half. Pass inbounds to Moss, not really there, so she passed it out top of the key. Shot no good. That one by Baumhover. And on the rebound, goes back up with it. The Hawks are going to get called for the foul. So 2 rebounds by the Bobcats, 2 fouls on the Hawks. So not a good start here in this first minute. Lauren Collier going to get called for that one as well. That's her team second here. So she's got both fouls here quick here in the third quarter. Moss is going to go to the line and shoot 2. That's her only points of the night. She misses that free throw. She is a 58% free throw shooter coming into tonight, 14 out of 24. Now 2 for 3 tonight. She gets her second shot. Ties up and good. 18-15. The Hawk lead. 6:45 to go here in the third quarter. O'Connell with the basketball, passes back now to Lauren Collier, and she'll bring it across half court. Takes a look, nothing there. Passes over the right wing to O'Connell. Tried to get a screen from McGrain. She kind of backs up behind the three-point line, gives it to her. She fires, and she gets that to kind of rattle around, roll around, and in. It didn't look like it was going to go in, then all of a sudden it did.
Well, it looked good when it left, and then you thought it was good when it got to the rim, too. But like you said, just about came out. But great job there by McGrain getting that open look and hitting that shot, a three-pointer for the Hawks. They go up 21-15 here.
Hawks take that 6-point lead, now sitting back in that zone defense. Eimers again drives down the middle lane. Little bounce pass to Moss. 10-foot baseline jumper, no good. Rebounded by Lauren Collier, so a one and done, and that's what Coach Conrad wants to see out of the defense. If they're going to give up a shot, get their rebound. Now Offerman drives the baseline underneath to McGrain, partially blocked and rebounded by Baumhover. She really gets out down the court, going to go all the way down the court, got underneath the bucket, puts it up, hits the bottom side. But there again, offensive rebound by the Bobcats, and they'll set it outside, set up shop again.
You mentioned the near.
Oh, that's a double. There you go, double dribble by Fiedler. She kind of lost the dribble, put it up, and then tried to dribble it in and gets called for the double dribble.
Well, you set me up there. That's the 12th turnover for the Bobcats in this game. The Hawks had 12 in the first half, so very even on the turnovers in that first half between these two teams.
Yeah, the team Bobcats 6-3 on the year, 4-2 in the Walmack East, and they one game behind first place, so they're looking to get up on that shot, partially blocked by Offerman, knocked over to Klein. She puts it up, just rattles around, no good, rebounded by the Bobcats. And that's one of those shots Coach Conrad was talking about last Friday night they couldn't make. Now, Lindsey Eimers drives down that right side of the lane, puts the shot off the glass and in, and she's quick enough. She's been able to drive that lane, and the Hawks have got to stop that kind of penetration. Going to call timeout, and he's going to take a full timeout, I believe. It's a full timeout. So with that, we'll take a break. 4:49 to go here in the third quarter. West Delaware up 21-17. You listen to Hawk basketball on KMCH.
Viafield is your headquarters for all your seed, chemical, and fertilizer needs. They have professional service and quality products needed to bring the best crop to market. Viafield, providing growth opportunity for 18 locations across northern Iowa and southern Minnesota.
The Eastern Iowa Shopping News and the Dyersville Commercial recognize the hard work and dedication of all area athletes. Check out the weekly sports section in the commercial for scores and information. The Eastern Iowa Shopping News and Dyersville Commercial, supporting your communities.
Just like a great coach, State Farm agents like me, Julie Smith, can help you develop a game plan for your insurance needs. Whether it's car, home, life, health, or business insurance, I can dig into the playbook and help you find the affordable coverage you need. For all your insurance needs, call on a winning team, the Julie Smith State Farm Agency in Manchester.
Stop by Dyersville Comics and Games, your local comic book and gaming store today. Gaming events go on daily, and there is a great selection of comics and games to choose from. It's definitely worth a stop. Dyersville Comic and Games, located on 2nd Avenue Southeast in Dyersville. Best of luck to all area athletes and coaches on a successful season.
And welcome back inside Seedorf Gymnasium here. 4:49 to go in the third quarter. Hawks 21-17 lead over the Bobcats of Western Dubuque. And Mia Payton with the basketball passes it down to the side. A kicked basketball by the Bobcats. Hawks will have the ball out of bounds in front of their own bench. Mia Payton will bring the ball in bounds for the Hawks. And the Bobcats sitting back here now. They've switched defenses again. They've gone back to a 2-3 zone, trying to keep the Hawks from being able to penetrate what they were doing there for a little bit against that man. They did a nice job. So now the Hawks trying to identify where the open spots are going to be in that zone. Macy Kleitz gets the ball, turns around, gets it knocked away. Turnover in the Hawks, but then they steal it right back. Errant pass trying to get the ball down real quickly, and Mia Payton steals it. So Payton with the basketball now on the left side, inside to Maddie Burke. And now Allison Collier turns around, dribbles it off her foot, out of bounds. It'll be a turnover again on the Hawks. So kind of a turnover fest here all of a sudden about the last minute or so. And both teams really not as sharp as either team would like to be. Eimers will bring the ball across half court now. Hawks again sitting back in that 2-3 zone. Pass over the side now to Peyton Kirkbrick up the top key to Fagan. Passing around the three-point range, just trying to find something down in that paint area. Now, the three-pointer by Eimers, she says, I'm open, I'll take it. And she drills a three-pointer, her first one of the game. And Hawks now, second one of the game. Thank you, Jamie, as the Hawks now with down to just a 1-point lead, 21-20. Eimers now with 8 points in the contest, leading scorer for either team. And as Peyton brings the ball down court, she's going to draw a foul. That's going to be on number 14, Emma Baumhover. That'll be her first, team's first. There again, not a lot of fouls being called in this contest, but you'll have that when teams play zone defense. You typically don't have as many fouls as teams that play man-to-man.
And that was a case where Mia Payton was just trying to drive in a little bit and caught Baumhover on the foul.
Hawks with the basketball. There is almost an errant pass. Hard to throw that from the left side to the right side through a zone. Now Offerman with a three-pointer on the way. No good. Rebounded by Fagan. Looking for an outlet pass. Nobody there. So then Baumhover comes back and helps her. Payne Kirkbrick thought about driving. Got cut off very nicely by the Hawks. Eimers says, I made the last three-pointer, and she gets another one top of the key. And that's the first Bobcat lead of the game, 23-21 at the 3-minute mark here of the third quarter. So back-to-back threes. Head coach Rod Conrad wants to call timeout here. Be a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it right here. And Hawks have done so well for the first 2.5 quarters here, but now all of a sudden they've let their leading scorer wide open the last two possessions since she's drained a couple three-pointers and those 6 points. Go from a 4-point deficit to a 2-point lead.
Yeah, and she's we said it when she made her first one when she was wide open. She's not the girl you want to leave wide open, and all three of her three-pointers, and we're talking about Lindsay Eimers, have all been wide open, uncontested three-point shots. So you got to get out there and you got to kind of be aware of where she's at. And I know that's tough with that zone defense, but she's one of those that you've got to keep an eye on.
Yeah, she's only shooting 53% from behind the three-point line. That's a great percentage from the 2-point line, let alone the 3-point line. And she's proved she's a great shooter here tonight. So Hawks with the basketball. Kleitz with the ball inside. Pass over on the side now to Abby McGray. No good. Rebounded by Kendra Offerman. Puts it up right away off the glass and in and draws a foul. And she ties the game back up at 23. And the foul, I believe, is going to get called on Peyton Kirkbrick. That will be her first, team second. So Hawks tie it back up. Offerman going to the line with an opportunity to take the lead back here. And the free throw off the front iron, no good. Rebound knocked around, picked up by Collier. No good, gets her own rebound, puts it up and in. So a good offensive board there by the Hawks. The Hawks retake the lead, 25-23.
Yeah, that's a good stretch there by the Hawks. Playing great defense and getting those shots up. And like you said, Lauren Collier going right back up for her own rebound and putting the shot in. That was great for the Hawks in the free throw.
And Bobcats try to drive the baseline, a little ball fake, and a lot of times when you do that ball fake, your feet are moving, get called for traveling. Another turnover on the Bobcats as Carly Fagan will come back in, and Peyton Kirkbrick will take a break. So the Hawks will bring the ball in bounds. Gives it to Abby McGrain. She starts up and taking a look at the defense and realizes, I'm going to give it to Lauren. She turns it over and gives it to Brooke O'Connell, who dribbles across half court. And a pass over to Macy Kleitch. Bobcats will drop back into the 2-3 zone here again. And Abby McGrain wide open on the wing. Thought about the three-pointer, but pulled it back. Now a 12-footer from the right side of the paint. Off the glass, no good. Rebounded by Brooke O'Connell. She puts it up, no good. And then a rebound on the back side. Macy Kleitch had kind of a hold on it. And then Carly Fagan kind of reaches in, and they called a jump ball. When a lot of the Hawk fans wanted a foul. It might have been, but they called a jump ball. It'll be Bobcat basketball.
I think what got the Hawk crowd up on that one was, Lauren Collier got called for a similar over-the-back call down here earlier. So they wanted that call, but, Hawks got to try to regroup after that.
And there was when they broke that pressure too quick, all passes, and they get down, give it to Mackenzie Moss. I think that's her first bucket of the game. And, that was too easy right down there and tied it back up again. 25, second tie of the contest. McGrain with the basketball now, looks inside, nothing really there, passes out the top to O'Connell. Looks inside, turnaround shot by Offerman, no good. Rebounded by the Hawks, up, no good, and now rebounded by who else? Lindsay Eimers, and she comes out of there dribbling down court. And she just tries to beat everybody down court. Now again, drive right down that middle, a wing pass out to the side, no good. Rebounded by Moss, puts it up, and good. They retake the lead, 27-25, 45 seconds to go here in the third quarter. So the Hawks got to get a little tougher, a little stronger on those boards. Kendall Offerman, a three-pointer on the way, no good. Again, rebounded by Lindsay Eimers, and she brings it out and headed up court. 30 seconds to go here in the third quarter. And Eimers with the basketball, looks inside. Again, the Hawks stay in that 2-3 zone. Don't want to let anything inside that paint here, but they got to understand that Eimers has drilled them for 3 3-pointers here so far. 15 seconds to go. Eimers with the basketball on the left side, dribbles it back out to the top of the key. 11 seconds here in this third quarter. Pass over the left side now to Fagan, right back to Eimers. She wants the basketball, pass over to Fagan. Just inside the three-point line, shot up, no good, but it rebounded inside. Can't allow them to get inside there. They got that offensive rebound, I believe, by
it was Moss.
By Moss, and put it back in there. And the Western Dubuque Bobcats take their biggest lead of the game, 29-25 here at the end of the third quarter. And we'll be back with the fourth quarter right after this.
The victory is yours at Victory Ford.
Hey, this is James Halverson, Service Manager at Victory Ford in Dyersville. Our service and parts team at Victory Ford is dedicated to keeping your car in tip-top shape. And our sales department makes buying a car easy and hassle-free. Stop out to Victory Ford in Dyersville or online at victoryfordonline.com. Good luck, athletes and coaches.
At Three Rivers, our customers come first. Your business is very important to us. Our goal is to provide you with the best products and service that you have come to expect from Three Rivers. Visit our website at threeriversfs.com or the location nearest you. Three Rivers, your partner in growth solutions.
Back inside Seedorf Gymnasium here at West Delaware High School. Bobcats 29, Hawks 25. Bobcats flex their muscles there a little bit in that third quarter. 14 points the entire first half. They had 15 in that third quarter. Got a couple of three-pointers and then some offensive putbacks, so they did the things that they were kind of known for coming into tonight as three-point shooting as a team. They're averaging 33%, so a good three-point shooting team. So Hawks will bring the ball in bounds here at the beginning of the fourth quarter. And a pass inside to Offerman, knocked away by Moss, but they're going to call her for over the back, so that'll be Moss's first foul of the game, just the third on the Bobcats here in the second half. So the Hawks with the basketball underneath. Pass inside and then a lob right back to Lauren Collier, who she puts it up and in. 29-27, 2-point Bobcat lead. Emma Baumhofer bringing the ball across half court, now gives to Fagan. Drives down the left side of the lane, took a lot of steps, and no shot, no foul. There they finally called one. As rebound by the Hawks. Bobcats trying to tie it up. And I believe they're going to call Moss for her second foul. Yeah, Mackenzie Moss gets called for her second foul, team's fourth. O'Connell will bring the ball in bounds again. Bobcats going to set up the 2-1-2, three-quarter court pressure. And pass to Kleitz, a little lazy pass, almost knocked away. Got to get across, just gets it across. The Kleitz with the basketball throws it right to Fiedler. Turnover on the Hawks. Fiedler brings the ball quickly down court. Passes down, Hawks knock it out of bounds. It'll be Bobcat basketball. Allison Collier reporting in, and Lauren Collier will take a break here. 7:12 to go in the game. Western Dubuque 29, West Delaware 27. And Peyton Kerprick will bring the ball inbounds. Oh, that's Baumhofer, excuse me. Pass inside, knocked away. Going to have a jump ball, and it'll stay in possession of Western Dubuque. They did a nice job. They tried to lob it inside. The Hawks knocked it away. But Baumhofer came in out of bounds off that errant pass and got the tie-up. Now the Hawks will send in a substitute. Maddie Burke will come in. Brooke O'Connell will take a break. Foul's not an issue here so far. Nobody in any foul trouble. Bobcats with 4 fouls here in the second half. Hawks with just 2. Inbounds pass to Fiedler out top the key. Now the Baumhofer back down in the right corner. Kind of double teamed to the miss, and she passes it back out to Fiedler. Now the Hawks will sit back in that 2-3 zone. Allison Collier goes for the steal, can't get it. And then as she's dribbled, she steps out of bounds. Turnover on the Bobcats. 6:56 to go here in the contest. Lindsay Eimers will report back in as Mackenzie Moss will take a break. Lauren Collier will come back in. And Kendra Offerman will take a break. Again, the Bobcats sitting back in that now a 2-2-1 full three-quarter court pressure. Kleitz with the basketball, passes over to Maddie Burke, and they get it across the timeline here without the turnover that time. Green with the ball, pass to Allison Collier, looks inside, nothing there, so pass it back out top the key to Macy Kleitz. Lost her dribble, so she's got to find somebody. Finds McGrain over on the corner. Hawks inside, a little too much standing around. The pass inside to Lauren Collier, turnaround, jump shot, no good. Rebounded by Lindsay Eimers, and she just immediately goes down court in a hurry. Nobody's guarding her, a wide open three-pointer, and she shoots it. That's her 4th three-pointer. And, man, somebody's got to identify Lindsay Eimers as that wide open shooter. And now she comes up with the steal, dribbling down court. Dribbles down the right side lane, off the glass and in. So a quick 5 points there by Lindsay Eimers. 5:55 to go, and the Bobcats take their biggest lead, 34-27. Coach Conrad's going to call a timeout. We'll see if it's going to be a 30. He's going to take a full timeout. So with that, we'll take a break. 34-27, the Bobcat lead over the Hawks here in the fourth quarter. You're listening to Hawk basketball on KMCH.
Citizen State Bank, your locally owned, community-minded, and customer-oriented bank, is here to serve you. Choose one of their 7 convenient locations in Winthrop, Monticello, Manchester, Ryan, Strawberry Point, Hopkinton, and New Vienna. Citizen State Bank, community banking with people you know, member FDIC.
This is Jamie Vaskey, the voice of the West Delaware Hawks, and I've had the chance to review the Good Neighbor Society's playbook, and I got to tell you, they are friends in your neighborhood, designing plays to get you home fast. If you need help getting back in the game, contact the Good Neighbor Society Rehab to Home team at 563-927-3907.
The Edgewood Reminder is proud to support all the area teams in athletic action and appreciates their efforts in the classroom and during sports. Check out all the sports photos in each week's issue of the Edgewood Reminder.
And back inside Seedorf Gymnasium, couple updates here. Cascade at the half, 18-17 over number 8, Northeast Goose Lake. Cougars number 2. And at the end of 3 quarters, West Delaware boys up 42-34.
Cascade's trailing.
Cascade
trailing
18-17. I can't read my own print here. But that's all right. That's what I got Jamie here for. So Hawks bring the ball in bounds. O'Connell with the basketball. Stretching that zone defense out. Good way to stretch it out. Pass inside to Kendra Offerman. Turnaround jump shot off the glass and in. 34-29. Bobcats with the 5-point lead. Eimers with the basketball. Brings it across half court. Hawks still sitting in that 2-3 zone. And got to identify Eimers as the shooter. Over here right open, and Mia Payton comes out real quick. But now Baumhofer shoots a 3-pointer. Long rebound by O'Connell. She spins around two Bobcats trying to reach in. Maybe could have got the foul called up, but they didn't. And pass it out to Lauren Collier, and they get it across half court. Peyton with the basketball over to Offerman. Out the top of the key to O'Connell. Being guarded by Fiedler. She drives down the left side of the lane. Shot up, no good. Rebound right back into O'Connell. Kind of a no-look. I'm just going to throw the balls right to O'Connell off the glass and in. You couldn't have scripted that any better.
Yeah, great job by Lauren Collier. Great effort by her. Like you said, the ball was going out of bounds. She just kind of threw it in. And I think Western Dubuque just got caught off guard by it, and Brooke O'Connell was right there. Lays it up for the two-point basket. So Hawks got to play real good defense here, only down 3.
Yeah, trail 34-31, 4:25 to go in the contest, and the Bobcats trying to run a real slow, deliberate offense here. Now wide open three-pointer by Baumhofer, again, no good. Rebound off the back iron, knocked out of bounds. It'll be West Delaware basketball. Mackenzie Moss and Chloe Bumgardner coming back in for the Hawks. So Hawks will have the ball out of bounds. And Lauren Collier brings it into Brooke O'Connell, turns around, throws it back to Lauren. Get across half court now to Peyton. And she should go up. There you go. Go up court. Don't let them double team you there. And then they did, and they steal the basketball. Turnover on the Hawks. There's a nice bounce pass to Lindsay Eimers, hard off the glass. No good. Fouled by Mia Peyton. And Eimers is going to go to the line and shoot 2. Eimers, a 76% free throw shooter on the year, 53% three-pointer, and 58% two-pointer. So she's just a darn good shooter. I don't want to play her in a game of horse. She goes to the line, nothing but net on that first free throw. 35-31, 4-point Bobcat lead. Macy Kleitsch comes back in. Mia Peyton will take a break. 3:56 to go here in this fourth quarter. Bailey Beckman reports in now. They let her come in before the free throw, and Lauren Collier will take a break. So Eimers with 17 points in the contest here. 14.8, did not start, comes off the bench, and she's that spark plug. Again, nothing but net on that second free throw. 36-31, 5-point Bobcat lead, 3:50 to go. Kleitsch with the basketball, cross half court. Errant pass almost stolen away, and O'Connell retrieves it. McGrain with the basketball now dribbles up to the top of the key, over to the side to Kleitsch. Basketball inside all the way over to the other side to Kendra Offerman. She finds a wide open three-pointer. 36-34. Bobcats lead down to 2. Have to go on the contest. Eimers again walks the ball up court. There and says, if you're not going to come out and guard me, we're just going to stand here and dribble it. So far, the Hawks just sitting back in that 2-3, not going to come out. She's just going to stand there. At some point, the Hawks are going to have to come out and guard her, and then Bailey Beckman comes out and does. Back in that 2-3, and then when she passes off to Baumhofer, then she does the same thing. She comes back, just stands there and says, you got to guard me. And they're just playing a little catch out there close to the half-court line, and just two good ball handlers, and they're just going to do that. Timeout being called by Western Dubuque, Amy Ostwinkle. And she's going to take a full timeout. And with that, we'll take a break. 2:51 to go in the game. Western Dubuque 36, West Delaware 34. You'll listen to Hawk basketball on KMCH.
TriVet Associates is a mixed animal veterinary clinic with offices in Farley, Dyersville, and Holy Cross. Our 8 doctors serve the Dubuque, Manchester, Guttenberg, and Cascade areas and provide veterinary services to both large and small animals. For more information, find us on Facebook or visit our website, trivetinc.com.
Your number one Hawk fans. Auto Owners Insurance and Parrot Insurance is a winning combination. We'll work with you to ensure your home, auto, business, and farm to keep everything you value safe, sound, secure. Auto Owners Insurance, the no-problem people. For more information, visit me, Eric Smith, at Parrot Insurance in Manchester today.
Great food and great fun with friends. That's what's waiting for you at Beaver's Lounge in Manchester. Check out their Thursday night bucket of wings special and Friday night fish special. Beaver's also has a different lunch special every Monday through Friday. Beaver's Lounge on the corner of Main and Madison in downtown Manchester. Leave it to Beaver's to show you a good time.
Getting to crunch time, 2:51 to go here in the fourth quarter. Bobcats with a 2-point lead, 36-34. And they'll have the basketball out just inside the half-court line. Hawks now coming out in a man-to-man defense there. As they were in the zone, and with the Bobcats ahead, they just stand out there and say, come after me. So now the Hawks have come out. Yeah, now they drop back into that 2-3, but they've really extended it out. And that's kind of that elbow area is going to be wide open, and that's what they're looking for. Dribbled right past between them, almost thrown away, but Eimer's quickness retrieves it. And they're going to just keep dribbling. They've taken 20 seconds off the clock here. Eimers with the basketball, pass to Fagan, right back to Eimers right away. And you just don't want to foul Eimer. She's a 76% free throw shooter. They're going to keep the ball in her hands as much as possible. 2:15 to go here. So they've rolled off almost 40 seconds of this clock since this timeout. And they've only taken the ball inside the free throw line area one time here. They just keep passing back outside between Baumhover and Eimers.
And you mentioned
Coach Conrad's going to need to burn a timeout possibly. He's only got one left, but he's got to come out with a different defense there. Now they fouled Eimers, and that's just kind of a frustration foul at that point.
Well, it is, and that's going to be Collier, Lauren Collier, her third. And you were talking about not wanting to foul Eimers being a 75% free throw shooter. The other one, Emma Baumhover, that keeps getting the ball. She's 69% free throw shooter. So, kind of pick your poison there for the Hawks.
Yeah, and then with that, it's only both teams got fouls to give. Each team with just 4 fouls. So if the Hawks want to do that, they've got to foul 2 more times before they can send the Bobcats to the line. So they really can't afford to let too much time go off the clock here. Pass in bounds, and Mackenzie Moss gets it. She just immediately throws it right back out. And there the foul comes out on top of the key, and that foul is on number 12, Eva Wynn. Comes in for a little maybe defensive quickness there. That's her first foul, team's 5th. So the Hawks still got another one to give.
Sydney Morris.
My bad on the thing. It's got my Eva Wynn. So Sydney Morris, 1:45 to go in the game. Again, Eimers brings the ball across half court. Pass the Baumhover. Being guarded by Collier. Ball knocked away. And they're going to call traveling. So the Hawks defense gets that turnover. So now a huge offensive possession coming up here for the Hawks.
That really is, because we saw how long that took for the Hawks to get to that situation. I think there was 3 minutes or just under 3 minutes.
2:51.
Yeah, just under 3 minutes when they got that ball on that last possession. So, like you said, huge possession here for the Hawks with a chance to tie it, trailing by 2.
Well, that's one thing that happens when you've got the lead and all of a sudden you stop being aggressive offensively with it. They took a minute off the clock, but they got no shot. Now the Hawks got an opportunity to tie the game or possibly take the lead with a 3-pointer. So O'Connell with the basketball, kind of directing their offense there. McGrane fights to a screen, Kim's on the right side. Pass now to Kendra Hoffman, one dribble off the glass, no good, ball knocked around, and Eimers comes up with it. And O'Connell tries to cut in front of her and pick it up. Going to be knocked out of bounds, but it'll be a foul. That'll be her first, team's 6th. So now the Hawks' next foul will put the Bobcats at the free throw line. But there again, they're going to go for a steal right off the bat here. 1:17 to go here in the fourth quarter. Send some substitutions in. Number 10, Sydney Morris. Number 12, Eva Wynn. And number 4, Maddie Burke. And there for hopefully a little quickness and see if they can create a turnover. Pass inside to Lindsay Eimers. He said, you guys just go down court. I'll bring it up court. Throws it across half court to Carly Fagan and right back to Lindsay Eimers. Being guarded by Collier. And Eimers dribbles around her and then passes right back out to Emma Baumhover. And they're just playing keep away out there. 55 seconds to go. And then Collier comes over and kind of dives at Baumhover and gets the foul. That'll be her 3rd foul. But more importantly, it's 17 fouls. So that'll send Baumhover to the free throw line. 9 out of 13 on the year so far. So it isn't like she's been to the free throw line a lot, but that's a good percentage.
And the Bobcats 5 for 6 on the night from the free throw line. So, this is the strategy the Hawks have to do here. So hopefully they can get a miss here, but Baumhover clutch there. She gets the first one.
37-34, 3-point lead. 55 seconds to go here in this contest. And Baumhover will get the second free throw. Shot is up and nothing but net again. So cool as a cucumber on both of those. So the Hawks bring the ball down court. Brooke O'Connell brings it across. Back top key to Lauren Collier. Couple dribbles down the left side. Nothing there. Passes it back out to Abby McGrane. Brought the ball down in front of her. Thought about a shot. Almost stolen away by Baumhover, but the Hawks fight and get it back. Errant pass knocked around, picked up by Lauren Collier, turns around, picks it up, shot no good. Rebounded by Kleitz, puts it up, no good. Lindsay Eimers with the basketball as she tries to go down the court. Kind of a tackle there about the 5-yard line there. Takedown by Abby McGreen, and she'll get called. That's going to send Eimers to the free throw line.
Wrong sport?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Well, about the same thing. 38-34, the Bobcat lead, and Eimers is going to go to the line and shoot two. Timeout being called now by Western Dubuque. Full timeout. With that, we'll take a break. Western Dubuque 38, Hawks 34. We'll be back with the finish here on KMCH.
Sode's Green Acre, located in Guttenberg, offers a fun shopping experience for the entire family. Retro candy, unique gifts and toys, gourmet foods, coffee and tea, top shelf spirits, craft beer and wine, plus a cafe with full bar service. Sode's Green Acre in Guttenberg. Find them on Facebook.
In sports as well as banking, numbers mean everything. Athletes strive for excellence during competition. F&M strives to exceed clients' expectations. Whereas athletes and teams focus on the score, F&M focuses on the success of our valued clients, one relationship at a time. F&M Bank, the right choice. Member FDIC.
Whether it's an orthopedic, sports, or occupational injury you are suffering from, Regional Medical Center Therapy Services has you covered. With a customized treatment program, Regional Medical Center Therapy Services can get you back on track in the active game of life. Regional Medical Center, excellence in healthcare, close to home.
Back inside Seedorf Gymnasium, 29 seconds to go. Bobcats with the 4-point lead here. And unfortunately for the Hawks, they've got Lindsay Eimers is going to go to the line and shoot the 1-and-1. And she's a 76% free throw shooter. I think she's 2 for 2 so far on the night. And she makes the first one, 39-34, 5-point lead. And that is point number 19, I believe, on the night for Eimers. Did not start, but man, she comes off the bench and she's some instant energy, instant offense. Misses Allen, so Hawks come up with the rebound. Collier, and they're going to have to go quickly down 2 possessions. Collier picks up her dribble over to Brooke O'Connell now, over the right wing. 15 seconds to go. And Offerman just drove one up, almost knocks it in off the backboard. They get the rebound immediately. They just hand the ball right off to Lindsay Eimers, and as she takes off, they foul her, so she's going to go line shoot another 1-and-1.
Yeah, the Hawks really didn't have time to. The Hawks didn't have any time to set anything up, so they had to. They had to get going, and they just couldn't find any kind of look. So when Offerman got it, she just heaved it up, and like he said, just about banked it in. But
free throw no good by Eimers. 6 seconds to go. O'Connell with the basketball brings it across half court. Puts up a 3-pointer at the horn. No good, and the Bobcats are going to sneak out of here with a 39-34 victory. A very, very hard-fought victory, and one that Coach Osborne goes, going, we got it. And Coach Conrad's going, we almost had it. It's just one of those contests. Hawks led the majority of the way, but the Bobcats came back and showed why they've won 10 in a row in this and 18 out of the last 24. And they get the victory here tonight, 39-34. We'll take a break, and we'll be back with the postgame here on KMCH.
Insurance is a contract to protect what you value the most, whether it's your auto, home, business, health, or even your life. AAA and People's Insurance Agency have been protecting all of your assets for years. So please call your local licensed AAA agent at Mormon Insurance Agency, a member of People's Insurance in Manchester, for a free review of all of your insurance needs, because trust is everything.
At Telke Motors, we believe in a gentler, simpler way of doing business. Check out our large selection of new and pre-owned vehicles, as well as a great incentive at TelkeMotors.com. If you're looking for a new, pre-owned vehicle or service on your current vehicle, come to Telke Motors, Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and Ram on 9th Street in Dyersville.
Leonard Muller Funeral Home and Crematory wishes all the best to the athletes and appreciates their hard work and scholastic efforts throughout the year. For personal, caring service, Leonard Muller Funeral Home and Crematory in Manchester, Edgewood, and Strawberry Points.
High-Tech Communications is your local service provider for telephone systems, fire detection, audio, video, security and surveillance systems, wiring, and more. High-Tech has decades of experience in the industry. Contact High-Tech at 563-927-4936. Online at hightechcommunications.us. High-Tech Communications, changing your world with technology.
Are you looking for great food and a unique atmosphere? Then make Okoboji Grill your next lunch or dinner destination, or enjoy 2-for-1 happy hour every Monday through Thursday from 4 until 6 p.m. That's Okoboji Grill, 1749 Golf Course Boulevard in Independence. Okoboji Grill, where good friends meet.
When selecting the right tire for your vehicle, you want choice. Bowman Tire and Automotive Service in Manchester gives you choice with the top tire brands available today. For the tire choice you want and the service your vehicle needs, see Bowman Tire and Automotive in Manchester. Open Saturdays for your convenience.
Hey KMCH listeners, GMB is proud to support our area athletes and help bring the sport to you. The GMB Bank team reminds you whatever your financial goals, we're here to help you reach them. Stop by our Manchester location or visit us online at gnbbank.com. Member FDIC.
Going above and beyond is a standard of care at Above and Beyond Home Health and Hospice Care. Their compassionate staff care deeply about the comfort of their patients. A nurse is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Above and Beyond Healthcare, the more they care, the more beautiful life becomes. Proudly serving Jones, Jackson, Johnson, Lynn, Clayton, and Delaware counties.
At Dupaco Community Credit Union, we know debt happens. A debt checkup from Dupaco ensures it's not costing you more than it should. With historic low interest rates, now is the time to bring your loans to Dupaco. Contact us at 563-927-6187 or visit dupaco.com.
The Manchester Press is your community newspaper. Check out the sports section for game stats and photos of area players and game highlights. The Manchester Press, serving the area for over 130 years.
You may not wear glasses or contacts, but how do you know if you're seeing your best or if your eyes are healthy? Why not be proactive and get your eyes examined? Dr. Daniel E. Mersch and his professional staff at Manchester Family Vision can help. Call 563-927-3682 to schedule an appointment. Manchester Family Vision Center wishes all the local sports teams best of luck this season. Manchester Family Vision Center on West Main, where clear vision begins with healthy eyes.
Just like you take pride in your vehicle, we take pride in the service work we provide. This is John from Georgian Auto in Manchester. Whether it's routine maintenance or major repairs, we'll take care of your car and get it back on the road. Georgian Auto in Manchester, where complete automotive service and repair is our complete focus.
Yeah.
Like I told you, you know why we didn't get a call.
And back here at Seedorf Gymnasium, we're back with head coach Rod Conrad. Coach, a tough one. The Hawks played such an outstanding first half. You know, that first quarter was just about as well scripted as offensively, defensively as you could have expected in the second quarter. Got a few turnovers there, maybe, but then that second half kind of got away from them a little bit.
Yeah, that's what we talked about at halftime. The last 2-3 minutes of the second half, or second quarter, excuse me, we kind of got away from ourselves, and I think a lot of it was just that we're getting a little winded, and you do kind of crazy things when you're tired. But you know, I told them just play at our pace, and you'll be fine. You know, and we stuck with them. We have a 3-point game with a minute left again. But I tell you what, I'm super proud of these girls. They just need a win really bad. But I tell you, they battled with a team that's top 10 in 4A, so we're right there. We just got to find a way to get over the top. But I told them in the locker room, come district time, if we play like this and we compete like this, you never know what can happen.
I was really, really impressed with that offensive output there in that first quarter. They just ran the ball so well. They didn't dribble much. They passed the ball, did a tremendous job, got some good looks against their defense and made some shots, got that early 7-0 run to begin the game with. And then defensively, that first quarter, they got like 5 turnovers the first 3-4 minutes of the game on their offense, and really looked really, really good. But then Lindsay Eimers, as she does, she just found a way. She's quick. She found a way to get open a couple times on 3-pointers, and she drained 3 of them when she just wide open. Hawks just failed to identify her there a couple times.
Yeah, and that's what we talked about before the game, and that's what we talked about at halftime. You got to know where number one is on the floor at all times, and we left her a couple times, and there's 6 points. And then we didn't know where she was a couple of times. So there's 12 points. And, she got good looks, and she's shooting like 52% from the 3-point line. So she's going to make shots. And she's a heck of a player. But that's just a breakdown by us by not knowing where she was. But I'm still proud of them.
Yeah, they did a tremendous job tonight. I thought they did such a nice job. Defensively, they just didn't let Mackenzie Moss get in the game. They didn't let Carly Fagan get in the game.
You know, they just really did a nice job of shutting everything down. It's just number one's going to be their nightmare tonight. But, man, you know, outside of they just did such a great job tonight.
We did. We really helped inside tonight, and that was, you know, they get like 18 points off the two big girls, and, you know, so we were really going to help down on it. And we kind of disturbed them inside there. You know, they got a couple weak side rebounds on us, and I talked to one of my girls, and she did a better job there after I talked to her. But we gave up 2 weak side rebounds, which is unacceptable at this, I mean, at any time. But that was key 4 points for us. But I tell you what, she come back out and she battled and she got herself a rebound, and I was super proud of her. But I tell you what, we're right there, you know. So you just got to keep battling.
Yeah, and it does, and it'll get there. And that's the one thing for these girls. They just, you know, they got to keep that chin up and understand that, you know, hey, out of 32 minutes of basketball here tonight, we played pretty good basketball for probably about 25, 26 minutes of it.
Yeah, maybe.
And now if they can get, you know, we talked about it. If they'd had this effort last Friday night at South Tama, they had a really good quarter, and then all of a sudden maybe not such a good quarter. But tonight, you know, so much of it they were just there. So yeah, they're almost right there.
Yeah, we talked about that. You know, I told them keep in front of them. You know, keep them out of the lane and contest shots. You know, and for the most part we did. But you got hats off to number one, Lindsay Heimers, man. She hit some big shots for him. You know, and you know that I kind of got Western Dubuque over the top for them. But I tell you what, we battled right till the end. I mean, it was anybody's game.
Coming up Friday, another tough test for you guys at Anamosa, leading the conference coming in here tonight. What do you do from now until then to kind of flush this one and get the girls ready for Friday at Anamosa?
We're going to work a lot on zone offense because, you know, Jack, I don't think he's played 2-3 a lot, you know, so we're going to have to work our tails off on zone offense, and we're going to have to work on getting shots down. You know, we missed probably 4 or 5 easy shots up underneath the basket tonight. You know, we just couldn't get that ball to bounce in there. But and we're going to have to be strong underneath the basket. You know, but Jack does a nice job down there with that 2-3, and he makes it tough on you. I mean, obviously they've won some big games this year. I think they're 8-3 or something like that. And I'm not sure. Actually, they beat Williamsburg, I think, last night. I'm not sure who they're playing tonight, but he does a nice job with them down there.
So a big contest this week, and the girls, you know, get better. You see that progress, and in January, that's what you're working towards. You know, don't want to be playing our best basketball yet anyway. So if they can just continue to get better and expound on the things that they're doing better and get better at the things that they're struggling a little bit, and I think tonight they took a big step towards that.
You're exactly. I totally agree with you. I totally agree. Yep, we just got to keep taking steps forward, no steps back.
Well, congratulations. Tough loss here tonight, but you know, a lot of good things, a lot of positive things here, a lot of parents talking about, you know, it's good to see that a lot of parents down there smiling because they know they had a good effort tonight.
Yep, I agree.
Comments by head coach Rod Conrad as we'll take a break and we'll be back with the stats here and get you some final scores from other contests. So, Rod, thanks for coming up tonight.
Yeah, thanks so much for your coverage.
Contact me, Chad Frazier, at BC Land Services in Earlville for all your maintenance projects such as tree removal and trimming, small dirt work projects, lawn seeding, and more. BC Land Services is fully insured and licensed. Contact me at 563-590-8074 or on Facebook. And best of luck to all area athletes and coaches.
Since 1995, Edgewood Feed Mill Construction has provided customers with a quality, pre-engineered building package for their swine facility needs. Edgewood Feed Mill Construction is a general contractor and will assist you with the construction of your livestock facility, start to finish. For more information on Edgewood Feed Mill Construction, contact Steve Harris at 563-920-7835.
This is Fred Smock from Dunlap Motors in Independence with Chevy, Buick, and certified pre-owned Chevy, Buick, and GMC, and nearly 300 new and used cars and trucks in stock. We have big town inventory with small town service. Go to DunlapMotorsIndy.com.
And back inside Seedorf Gymnasium, tough loss here tonight for the Hawks, 39-34, 5-point loss. And a game that they led a whole lot longer than they trailed in this contest. The Bobcats know that they had a battle here tonight, so a great effort here by the Hawks. So, Jamie, what do you got here for some stats?
Well, I tell you what, just running down through, of course, Hawks falling tough one tonight, 39-34, and a really good contest by the Hawks, as you and Coach Conrad mentioned. They're right there. But for the victorious Western Dubuque Bobcats, they shot 8 for 23 from the 2-point range, 35% shooting for them tonight. From the beyond the 3-point line, 5 for 12, 42%. Free throws down the stretch when they really needed them, they were very good. They were 8 for 11 from the free throw line tonight, and that's what you want from if you're a coach, and Coach Oswinkle down the stretch making those big 3-point or free throws, and the Bobcats did just that. For the Hawks tonight, 10 of 29 shooting from the field, 34%, 4 for 10 from the 3-point line, and only made it to the free throw line 4 times. They were 2 for 4 from the line. So, you know what? I tell you what, with looking at those stats, the Hawks not really getting to the line a lot. They took plenty of shots inside, but a 5-point loss, and I tell you what, they were right in, like Coach Conrad said, right in it till the end, and a great effort by the girls tonight.
Yeah, that's going to take a coaching effort there to keep those kids knowing that they're just that close to coming up with a win, and if these kids would get that win, their mental aspect of this basketball game, because Coach Conrad and I talked in the JV game, so much of this game is a mental thing, and man, that first half, you could see the confidence in them as they got ahead, and they were a pretty confident team that first half, and played a great first half, led at halftime, and just that third quarter, there was a couple of possessions back to back that let Western Dubuque back in the contest, and then kind of went back and forth there for a little while, 4 lead changes back and forth. But then, as good teams do, the Bobcats made a couple 3-pointers, and Eimers kind of took over the game. And got to tip your hat to the Bobcats. They played the kind of game that a good team will. They'll win it down the stretch.
Well, Eimers with 5 points at halftime finished with 21, so she really took over. And you talked about the mental aspect of things. I tell you what, that was Coach Conrad said they just need to get a win, and that would be huge for the girls. Just to get off that schneid here in this Walmart Conference and get that first win would be just so huge for their mental aspect of things, and just give them that confidence. That, like the confidence you said we could see early on in that first half when they had the lead. As we do have some final scores here tonight, as on the girls' side, Northwind defeated Kalamazoo-Wheatland 99-23. And for Northwind, they tie the overall state record with 20 made three-pointers tonight. As we mentioned earlier, it was Grace Flanagan had 10 of those, and they made 20 of them as a team in that 99-23 victory. So congratulations to Coach Wheatley and Northwind on that win tonight. Maquoketa Valley girls defeated Cedar Valley Christian 83-42. At last check, it was Cascade trailing Northeast on the boys' side, 18-17. That was at halftime. And the West Delaware boys tonight defeating Western Dubuque in Epworth, 63-53. So those are our scores that we have coming up here. As taking a look at the rest of the week here, we'll be right back here Thursday night. Roger Reed and me will be back here for West Delaware Wrestling, hosting Williamsburg. We'll have that for you at around 7:30 with, again, Roger and me. And then Friday night, you and Swish will be at home for West Delaware boys basketball. So a busy week at the Seedorf Gymnasium for us here, as all 3 games at home, as West Delaware boys hosting Anamosa starting around 7:30 with you and Swish. And then the Coach's Corner Saturday morning at 9 a.m. And then Roger Reed and I will have coverage for you from the Cedar Rapids Jefferson Invitational starting at 10 o'clock with online coverage only, and then switching to live coverage for the semifinals and the finals.
Well, and keep your Friday night open, Swish. We hope you're feeling better by Friday. But, thanks for filling in tonight, Jamie. It's always good to work with you, whether it's football, basketball, baseball, softball. It's always good to work with you. We have a good time up here and try to make it fun for the listeners to try to figure out what we're watching, and we're trying to tell you what's going on. So I hope you enjoyed tonight's contest as the Western Dubuque Bobcats defeat the West Delaware Hawks here tonight inside Seedorf Gymnasium, 39-34. So with that, for Jamie Vaskey, Bill Logan, and Faith Hunt back in the studio, thanks for listening to West Delaware Hawk Basketball on KMCH.